Permissions at the document library level follow the same model as that on a site level. By default, a library inherits the permissions set on its parent site. As with a site, you can break the inheritance and assign specific permissions to users or groups to a library. The user experience for doing this is exactly the same as in the case of a site. You can go into the document library's settings page from where you can access the permissions screen. From here, the method of breaking the inheritance and granting the revoking rights follows the same flow as for sites. This is something that you've learned about and seen in a previous lesson. Permissions are also extended further down to individual documents. As with everything, the permissions set on the library are by default inherited by the documents within it. Again, you can break the inheritance at a document level if you wish to. SharePoint provides two different user experiences to do this, at a document level to ease the flow. You can select a bunch of documents on which you wish to have a different set of permissions and open their context menu. If you only wish to add a set of users or groups, you do not need to go and explicitly break the inherited permissions. Instead, you can use the Share option to invite other users to either view or edit these files. This option retains the current permissions, which are also shown on the screen, and adds the users with the rights you define. This flow is easier than the more advanced flow. The screen does allow you to enter the advanced screen, which is basically the same screen you see for permissions on sites and libraries, but for the files you've chosen. If you wish to completely break the inheritance and change around the users and groups for a very custom set of permissions, you can do that here. Ideally, if there are such unique set of permissions required on some files, you might be better off creating a new document library and putting the permissions and files in that.